Time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Cole Bishop. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. In motion goes Cooks. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
And the Bills.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
Allen working from the pistol. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taken over the game.
Makes the score Bills 7, Broncos nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Yeah! He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Work in the middle. That's Humvee. Into the secondary. Past the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down. But he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Brings up 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. It is a pickup of 18, and by a yard, they get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, Shakir. Allen on third down. That one downfield for Cooks. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Humvee. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Allen from his own end zone. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at his own 4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
One more time going up top with Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Buffalo.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. The tight end Kincaid in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal as we are ready to get back underway. That one taken in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's second down.
At the 23-yard
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Shakir to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. In motion, Shakir. Allen goes with a pop pass. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills 1st down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing again is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Bills 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
To the air once more is Allen. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 29-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He goes right back to Sutton. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Humvee. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Down by Tre'Davious White. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Here's Allen to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Raider now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's Harvey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Cameron Lewis there to make the play.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
At the 34-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. First and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught by Harvey.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Allen now on 2nd down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Draw play here for Harvey. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Second and 10. Back to throw is Nix. The second down throw is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. That big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now got to finish the job. It is first and goal. Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 27, Broncos 10.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. A run with Harvey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Broncos.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
On the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Throwing. Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. Catches made there on the left side by Cooks. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why there.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On second down, here's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Now Allen facing third and long. And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. We'll go play action with Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Play action now. It's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The linebacker, Matt Milano, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of
that one good for 29.
And the Bills.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
9 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and...
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there wasn't enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down, Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Nick Bonito in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down.
yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up third and 1.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with third and 1. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 20, here's second and 6. Throwing, Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Bills 30, Broncos 17.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Ground, it's Cook to start this drive, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Talanoa Hufanga. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
It is second and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And the Bills.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. they're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 16-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
In motion goes Cooks. To the air on second down. Here's Allen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Bills.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Hook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up.
Back to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On first down, here's Nix to throw. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
to throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
64 yards.
A big-time play for the Broncos. The gain is 64.
At the 1-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Throwing is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
It's the score, Bills 36, Broncos 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
A run up the middle with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.